Good afternoon, judges and everyone here. We are Team CHK, and we'd like to present you our AI robotics powered rodent management solution. So our background here is that we realize that Hong Kong has a dense urban landscape and abundant food source that has led to rising rodent problems, also posing health risks, property damage, and public sanitation challenges. See here, we have $10,000+ costs per like rodent and damages, and also 50+ diseases transmitted. And the other problem is the inefficiency in solving these problems. We have the reactive control measures, lack of accurate real-time data, and also minimum community involvement. So to address the community needs, our approach is to use proactive monitoring, predictive analysis, and also targeted intervention, and most importantly, community engagement to try and solve the problem. So before going through our solution, I'd like to talk about our thought process and also the key design considerations. So the first of all, we'd like to identify the core objectives, which is public health and safety. Second is proactive controls. And going on to understanding the problem landscape, like to have behavioral analysis, data needs for feasibility, and thirdly, system design for an architecture, which is using AI integration and edge computing, and lastly, the addressing challenge and refine key features. So our first solution to proactive monitoring and predictive analysis, we would incorporate real-time monitoring, also edge computing and data processing, and thirdly, using machine learning for predictive analysis. For the key benefits, it's cleaner, safer for public spaces, efficient resources use, and also early detection, so then we could prevent the problem earlier. For our second solution, which is using intelligent and targeted interventions, our rodent control strategy recommendations would be to provide tailored strategies based on real-time sensor data and also behavioral analysis. Secondly, would be analysis for settlement and identification. So we'd analyze diverse data, environment conditions, nearby business, population density, and so on. And thirdly, the sustainable urban planning. We offer insights for city planners to design rodent-resistant infrastructures, suggestions to improve in waste management, and so on. So that we could have precise strategic interventions, good data-driven approaches, and also long-term impact. For our third solution, it is result visualization analysis. See here, our solution is basically having a platform that showcases the reporting of rodent sites, and also having real-time tracking algorithms, and also having a rodent activity visualization map. So we have a surface map that will illustrate the densities of rodent activities. So then with this kind of visualization, it can hope to empower citizens to report sightings, access prevention tips, also receive real-time updates, enhancing the data accuracy, and have better prevention.
And additionally, we have a servers that we can control the robot. Using their sensors, we can detect the rodent populations and follow them around. And we can also use our AI results to change the patrol area and the path of the robot. So our application architecture is built on serverless architecture that we can scale as how many users are using at the same time. So the user can connect their thermal or RGB cameras, and we use the data feed to process whether or not there is a rodent in the camera view right now. And our AI application is built on YOLO models, and right now our model is about 95% confidence level. So it is pretty accurate at detecting whether or not there is a rodent present in the picture. Also, we have a behavioral analysis that we can predict whether or not there is a rodent population growing in a determined area, so we can tell the users and the planners whether or not there is a rodent population like invading into their property. So we have a thermal camera image data set right now, which is about 95%, as I said, and we are collecting RGB camera data as currently. And
we have done some market research, and there are already have some pest control system inside the market, and we can see most of them, they are only focused on the detections and the visualizations part, but Rodentsense goes far beyond that. And we will also cover the nest identifications and community reporting, so that we allow the citizens to report the rodent activities, and also we will have a smart recommendations and using the data to create a city planning strategies. And from sensing to strategies, we can see that the Rodentsense is a comprehensive solutions for the market. We can see that there are 3.2 billion US dollars in the pest control global market, and our revenues is come from the subscriptions for the base service, which we provide the real-time monitoring, and we provide the system support to the user, and also we will have the report. We will report and we will provide some consultations to the users so that we can earn the money. So let's move on to the social impact part.
For the social impact part, we like to empower communities to have citizen engagements and also increase their awareness by having the report kind of chat box in our website. We also like to enhance public health and safety, disease prevention. Just like I said before, there are like 50 plus diseases transmitted by just rodent alone, and it's quite scary. And also provide a safer public spaces. For economic benefits and for urban areas, we try to reduce cost for residents and businesses. Like I said, $10,000 per rodent, it's quite costly. And lastly, for sustainable urban plans, we try to promote public health initiatives and also strengthen community ties.
Thank you, CUHK.
Okay, I have two questions. First is, who's going to pay for this?
So our prospective users are the building managers and city planners. So the main users are going to be the buildings like campus, like university campus, or malls, or markets, or like office spaces.
Okay. Then the next question is, one of the slides you said you said the market size, and then Hong Kong Pacific site you cited 1.4 million Hong Kong dollars spent in 2024. So what's the breakdown of that spending? Who contributed to that 104 million US dollars in that year?
It's mainly the rodent control that is hired by the buildings. So it was mainly building managers and the city, like the government.
Then what is the split between government and the building managers?
We don't have the quite like the breakdown on how much.
What about the split of that spending structure? How much is spent on manpower, like getting someone to just call someone to fix it, and how much is actually spent on anything that's monitoring, planning kind of stuff? Do you have any data points on those?
It's mainly on like the pest control, like the extermination. So there's from our to our knowledge, I don't think there's a lot of preventative methods right now.
So your model actually is image processing, right? You use CCTV camera, then you identify the rodent, okay? How this technology can be expanded for other use, okay? Because rodent activities is quite predictable, right? You have food, right? You have waste, rubbish, you will know there's rodent there, okay? But even you identify, right? They finish all the food, they run away, okay? All right. So exactly is the go-to-market strategy. But if your technology, right, can use this image recognition, right, to analyze activity, it's not just limited to rodent, okay? So have you think about, right, how to expand your technology for other use?
Right now, we haven't thought about moving into like a different area than rodents, but we can definitely look into.
If not, thank you, CHK again.